Hello and welcome to the final presentation for the Marketing Systems course. My name is Jamie Deitsch, and for my marketing plan, today we're going to be discussing Carnival Cruise Line. Cruising has become an increasingly popular vacation option since it began in 1844. Carnival Cruise Line itself was established in 1972 by Mr. Ted Arison. It's become so popular because cruising offers great value. You get so many different aspects all included in a cruise vacation. There's a huge target market for cruising. Literally anybody who can take a vacation could potentially take a cruise. Now, one downfall of cruising is it's greatly affected by environmental elements. So today we're going to talk about Carnival Cruise Line, their logo, their branding, how we can promote them, and we'll also do a SWOT analysis, talking about the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that the cruise industry faces. Let's begin with the assessment of the business itself and its competition. We will discuss the base description, the benefits and value to potential buyers, the marketing management orientation, and the company's mission statement. Mr. Ted Arison founded Carnival Corporation in 1972. Carnival is now the umbrella company for 7 different cruise line brands, including Carnival Cruise Line, Princess, P&O, Seabourn, Costa, Cunard, and Fathom. It is the world's largest cruise company, and they have over 100 ships in Carnival Corporation. Carnival Cruise Line is just one segment of that company, with 25 ships in its fleet. Cruising offers lots of benefits and value to potential buyers. Cruising is known as a no-brainer vacation, according to Mr. Friel. He said that in 2007. This is because once you arrive, there are so many opportunities for you, like great food, visiting destinations, and enjoyable entertainment. It's a great value. And there's lots of different options for different types of guests. Whether you love to enjoy shore excursions and go see the ports of call, or you just like to relax at the spa, Carnival provides different opportunities for different type of guests on board. The marketing management orientation of any company is how it's going to reach its target market. For Carnival Cruise Line, the marketing management orientation is the market concept. This is because the organizational goals depend on the needs and wants of the target market. Carnival is constantly changing its product in order to meet the needs of a changing clientele. For example, in the 45 years Carnival has been in business, it has come up with newly introduced food venues such as Asian food, Italian food, and sushi. They have new products for the children, like partnerships with Hasbro and Dr. Seuss, and a big sky ride and sky course so kids can have an adventure. And they also have an IMAX movie theater on the newest ship, so you can still enjoy the movies while you're cruising in the ocean. The mission statement of Carnival Cruise Line is to consistently deliver fun and memorable vacations at a great value. In order to achieve this mission, team members are trained on 8 Carnival service values. Some of the highlights include engaging guests by smiling, being friendly and using their name, ensuring their safety and security, anticipating their needs, staying positive, and including fun in everything that's done. Now let's talk about the external environment that Carnival Cruise Line faces. Carnival Cruise Line faces competition from other competing Carnival Corporation brands like P&O, Princess, and Fathom, but each brand does offer a different product. Carnival also faces competition from other brands in the cruising industry, such as Royal Caribbean, Disney Cruise Line, Norwegian Cruise Line. There are also lots of other vacation options like hotels or all-inclusive resorts that guests could choose. One challenge of becoming a big cruise industry is there's a huge startup fee. It costs a lot of money to buy a cruise ship and get a crew that can work on board. In regard to the demographic that is primarily cruising on Carnival, there are predominantly United States and Canadian citizens. This is because this is where the home ports are located. There are other markets in Europe and Australia, and that's when you have a higher European and Australian clientele. Carnival Cruise Line tries to make itself accessible for all ages. Historically, it was only rich people that were able to afford cruises, but one of Ted Harrison's dreams was to make cruising accessible to the general public. So now, literally, anybody who can afford a vacation could take a cruise. It's a great value because when you're cruising, you get food, you get to visit different destinations, and entertainment all included. The external environment also is greatly affected by natural resources. The cruise itinerary is affected by weather. There's lots of regulations within the cruise industry about when they can dispose of trash. It's very important the cruise industry take care of the environment because that affects the destinations that they're visiting and the beautiful blue waters that they're sailing through. Since cruising was established, there have been a lot of technological advances that have affected the industry. Now, cruising can offer a faster internet connection so people can stay in touch with their loved ones when they're traveling. There's facial recognition for the photos on board so people can find their pictures easily, and there have been updated security systems to keep track of when guests are on and off the ship at any given time. Carnival Cruise Line's flags or licenses its ship under Bahamian and Panamanian flags. This allows them to avoid following U.S. work regulations and taxes. This is under great scrutiny because even though they're avoiding these taxes, they're still collecting services from the U.S. Coast Guard and Customs and Border Protection. Truly, the cruise ship is a very diverse environment. The team members on board represent 70 different nationalities. Also, part of cultural external environment deals with corporate social responsibility. Carnival Cruise Lines has partnership with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and Operation Homefront, supporting military families to fulfill their CSR responsibilities. In order to have a full understanding of Carnival Cruise Lines, it's important to analyze the target market. Who is the target market? What's their size and spending power? Give a description of their behaviors. Also, what business concepts motivate the target market to purchase? And what gives Carnival Cruise Lines competitive advantage over other corporations? Let's find out. Who is the target market of Carnival Cruise Lines? Carnival is trying to attend to guests of all ages, from babies to 100 years old. Currently, they carry 4.5 million guests per year, and 20% of the U.S. population has taken a cruise. Not necessarily on Carnival, but cruises in general. But this is only 3 to 4% of the vacation market annually, so there's still lots of opportunity for growth. Since cruising is trying to be accessible for all ages and for anybody who can afford a vacation, the size and spending power of the target market is literally unlimited. Let's examine some target market characteristics. Geographically, they're usually American and Canadian citizens. There are more Australians and Europeans for the ships sailing in those areas. Demographically, we're looking for all ages, many nationalities. Guests just need to be physically capable enough to maneuver around the vessel. Psychologically, Carnival is looking for guests receptive to a fun, loving environment. That's part of their mission statement. And behaviorally, they need to be looking for value. There are lots of different behaviors on board, including guests that just want to relax, guests want to get away, or guests that want to get involved. Guests will be attracted to purchasing a cruise because it's a great value. Also, since cruising began, there have been several technological advances. We've got the Sky Ride for kids and the Sports Square, a Red Frog pub for guests that want a beer, and even that IMAX movie theater. They've added new ports of call, and of course, food and entertainment are all included. In comparison to the rest of the cruising industry, Carnival Cruise Line is considered a value brand. It's less expensive than most of the competition, and the service offered is moderate in comparison to some of the other cruise lines. Now we will do a SWOT analysis and discuss the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that Carnival Cruise Line faces. In regards to the strengths, it's an enormous fleet, 25 ships, which gives lots of sailing options, different ports of call, and voyage lengths to offer the guests. There are low supply costs. It's just such a huge corporation. Carnival has been very profitable. They now have a global presence. They are sailing in Europe and Australia and soon to be China. Carnival is great at adapting to the changing market, and it's a diverse crew of over 40,000 employees if you consider the shipboard and shoreside personnel. Weaknesses of Carnival Cruise Line as a company include low wages for the employees. The majority of the revenue that the cruise line receives is from U.S. customers, so it fluctuates with the American economy. Profits for the cruise industry are directly related to fuel costs, and recently there has been a lot of negative press regarding safety issues like shipboard fires and guests going overboard, and their regulation of following labor laws. Opportunities for improvement include updating the older ships. Right now, the advertisements on TV are only marketing some of the features on the newest vessels. They could increase the destinations the cruise ships visit, improve the service by adding more team members, enhance safety initiatives to avoid fires and avoid other dangerous situations. There's rumors Carnival may be going to China in 2018, which would be an entirely new market, and Carnival Cruise Lines has already advertised building 3 new ships in 2018, 2020, and 2022. Threat possibilities include competition both within Carnival Corporation, other cruise lines, and other vacation options, potential tax implications due to being flagged in other countries. Bad weather can greatly affect the cruising industry because you could cancel ports or hurt the ship itself. Carnival was always a family business, so if anything were to happen to the family, the basic premises of the corporation could change. Bad press could negatively affect bookings, and there's always risk of terrorism whenever you're in foreign territories. We will now discuss marketing mix strategies pertaining to all product issues, including a description on all 4 levels, brand information, where Carnival Cruise Line is in the product lifestyle, and the internal marketing procedures. The core product a guest receives when they purchase a Carnival cruise includes transportation to the destinations, their stateroom location, unlimited food, and entertainment and activities. Facilitating elements help one to enjoy the core product. For a cruise vacation, these would include transportation to and from the home port, guest mobility so they can enjoy all of the ship's amenities, having a knowledgeable crew that can assist guests and get them to their destination safely, and having the assistance of customs officials that can allow guests to enjoy their time ashore. Supporting components are additional amenities the cruise ship would offer. These include spa services, shore excursions so guests can enjoy the ports of call, the branded partnerships such as Guy Fieri Burgers, Hasbro the Game Show, and Dr. Seuss for the families, and all of these specialty food restaurants can assist a guest in enjoying their cruise vacation. Finally, augmented elements are all servicescape aspects. The cruise ship is accessible for guests traveling by wheelchair. The atmosphere is clean and tidy and is meant to be fresh smelling. Customer interaction is a priority for Carnival Cruise Line, and it's encouraged by the crew. And guests are encouraged to participate to make the most of their cruise vacation. The brand name that we are discussing is Carnival Cruise Line, and the brand logo is the funnel with the branded Carnival sign. Carnival Cruise Lines is in the maturity phase of the product lifestyle. They have been in business for 45 years, and their revenues have remained high and constant since 2012. The business concept continues to grow and change to meet the demands of changing clientele and demographics. The internal marketing process is important to any corporation because it sets the standards of how employees are treated. We already discussed the service culture on board pertaining to the 8 Carnival service values. Those are demonstrated to both external and internal guests. Carnival takes a marketing approach to HR management. They do this by having interactive activities for the crew members, offering training courses in the Corporate Training Center, and helping team members achieve their career goals. Carnival informs its employees about any necessary information by holding daily meetings, talking about the service value of the day, and posting any important notices on departmental notice boards. Carnival's pricing strategy is the penetration tactic. This is because they can set a lower price point than any other cruise ship company. This is to attract buyers and win market share. They have more ships than any of its competitors. Common pricing tactics Carnival uses include product bundles, offering discounts if guests book multiple cabins. They offer onboard credit for booking a future cruise while enjoying a current cruise. They offer early saver rates and last-minute deals, and also psychological pricing, saying cruises as low as X dollars per day. We will now cover the place and location that Carnival Cruise Line is located. Carnival's main office is located in Doral, Florida, which is within close proximity to Miami, Florida, the largest home port cruising destination in the United States. Carnival Cruise Lines also uses online resources, so they are accessible. Guests can ask questions, they can book their cruises, they can look up what features each cruise ship has, and Carnival uses social media such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to promote their product. Carnival Cruise Lines uses marketing intermediaries, such as travel agents, to continue booking their product. Business development directors are responsible for keeping these travel agents informed so that they can inform their guests about all of Carnival's offerings. Carnival Cruise Line uses many different promotion strategies in order to promote their product. In order to promote Carnival, I have created an integrated marketing communication promotional strategy. In this case, we made a commercial. The sender is Carnival Cruise Line. The target demographic is all ages looking to have a great time. We put together the commercial and tried to relate to viewers that want to get involved. In order to receive feedback, we need to find out if guests would purchase the cruise and how did this commercial make them feel. Here is the fun-loving commercial I have created in order to promote Carnival Cruise Line.
Gotta make some noise, cause it's showtime!
It's time to get this party started.
A little party never killed nobody, so we gon' dance until we drop. A little party never killed nobody. Right here, right now is all we get.
Cruising is all about getting involved. It doesn't matter if you're not that hairy.
It's his first cruise, so he has no idea.
That commercial is looking to attract guests that want to get involved with a fun-loving cruise vacation. But Carnival uses other sorts of advertisements, sales promotions, and direct online and social media in order to attract potential clientele. Most commonly, Carnival uses television ads in selected markets, newspaper advertisements mostly out of home ports, billboards, and online advertisements to anybody who's been searching for a cruise vacation. My favorite type of advertising is reminder advertising. This would allow Carnival Cruise guests to be shown all of the possibilities of fun they can experience when on board a Carnival cruise. Carnival utilizes many different types of sales promotions in order to attract potential customers, including discounts during low season, personal selling from travel agents. Their public relations experts are able to filter negative stories from the media so they can focus on positive social media and experiences that guests like to share. Carnival has made a specific priority in developing relationships with consumers by using direct, online, and social media techniques. Of course, Carnival representatives call guests to give any necessary information regarding their upcoming cruise vacation. Online, guests can ask questions, and a Carnival representative will respond quickly. And Carnival has developed a huge following on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. They have also appointed a brand ambassador, John Heald, to answer guest questions and do guest surveys so guests can help choose preferences that they like to see in future cruises. Over the 45 years that Carnival Cruise Line has been in existence, it has done a tremendous job in developing its product, building new ships, which has led Carnival Cruise Line to be the largest cruising company in the industry. If the company continues to be perceptive and continues to market itself effectively by using social media and online tactics, and whatever new advances are introduced, they will continue to grow throughout the maturity phase of their life cycle. Thank you. This has been Jamie Deitsch for the Marketing Systems course.